Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Midwest Buzz podcast. Yeah, look in the camera.
Hi, friends.
We're matching.
We're matching today. We didn't even plan this.
No. Look at us. Even the,
Robin's
little...
egg blue.
I have the little... And you have the little...
Mm-hmm.
What are those things
called?
Cute.
Embroidery?
Yeah, embroidery, but that's, the leaf part. We both have the leaf part.
I got this in Venice.
Yeah, I know. This is just Izod, but you see
I don't know.
It has
Yeah. I don't know what that's called. Like a arch thing?
Yeah, it looks like...
a floral
greenery.
arch?
Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys are having a fantastic day whenever you're listening to this. Fantastic Monday if you are a loyal listener.
If you're a loyal Monday listener, happy Monday.
I went on to YouTube to check the comments, and it looks like we have a fan. Have you been seeing the comments?
No. Is it the same guy?
Yeah, and he said that your hair looked fire. With
Ooh.
the emojis, 10 out of 10 or something like that.
We love new fans. Thank you.
Yes. He also talked about, said Wii bowling was more addictive than crack or whatever. It's like, that's fair statement.
That's
fair
true
statement.
for a child. That was our crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do some life updates, but then we're just going to do a fishbowl episode today and just random topics because we love our little squirrel rabbit holes.
Yes. Tangents.
Yes. Exciting news. I'm now an auntie of 3. Soft clap for Ashton for laboring.
Yes. Was that
Me
her
and another
longest
nephew?
labor?
I think so.
I was going to say, because you told me she was in labor earlier in the day when you were in Fargo.
Yeah.
And then in her birth announcement, she said 7:40
Yeah.
p.m.
All I know is that my mom and Elsa and I were going to go to Fargo to go dress shopping for my mom. Well, and Elsa.
Yeah.
And my mom didn't go because she was like, she was going to help with the boys.
Right.
And so my mom was like, yeah, she started having timeable contractions at 1 a.m.
Okay. Yeah. So that's...
And yeah, considering, which I won't get into her birth story because it's not my story to tell.
Yeah.
But considering her last pregnancy, she
so
had
quick.
him within 45 minutes.
Yeah. Which I know she wanted it to be longer so that she
Yeah.
could maybe do a water birth and everything.
Yes, and she did get to go in the tub and stuff.
Okay,
So,
good.
but yeah, no, he's also considerably bigger than both of
Is this
her first 2.
so is she 39 weeks, 38 weeks?
She was 9 days till her due date.
Okay. So is that the closest she's gotten?
I think so. And he was 8 pounds 11 ounces. So
Which is not even, I mean, that's pretty big.
But
okay,
had he gone full term,
yeah,
he could have been a big boy.
that's true.
And
21 inches. That's what Grant was.
yeah. So he's not small, which
Compared to her others.
Yeah,
he's not small. He's a normal size
2
baby.
pounds bigger than both of her other pregnancies.
So winter pregnancy was good for her versus summer.
I know, that's
well, you
what,
do just the holidays and stuff. You eat more and stuff.
I know,
Probably
that's what I
baby
was kind
getting
of wondering.
all the goods.
I was like, oh, I wonder, because her other 2 pregnancies were so similar, and I was like, I wonder if because this one was not a summer baby.
Yeah.
But
well, congrats, Ashton and Drew. He's
Yes.
cute. His cheeks.
I know. He's got big old, he looks a lot like Ashton. If you see photos, she
Really?
had chunky cheeks as a baby.
How sweet.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I was just thinking about, again today, I was like, literally everyone I know has boys. Both of my neighbors have boys, all my friends have boys, and I was like, baby girl's gonna be here soon.
The girls are coming. Yeah, I met with some friends for coffee because one of our friends moved away, and so when she comes back for her doctor's appointment, just to hear on, but
Oh yeah.
where she's from. Anyways, but she came back for one of her postpartum appointments, so we all met up or whatever, and I got to see
fun.
her little girl, so tiny. She was handed her to me to hold, and I was like, she's so tiny. And she's like, I was like, this is gonna be the size of my baby when she comes out. She was like, she's 8 pounds. I was like, yeah, Grant was 9. She's like, oh yeah, maybe.
There is something about you feel safer holding a bigger baby.
Yeah.
He
don't
just
feel as fragile.
yesterday when I held him, I was just oh, you're just whatever, where I feel when you hold a 6-pound baby, you're oh my gosh, you're so teeny.
Yeah,
But
for sure. I love a chunky baby anyways.
Yes.
I mean, I love all babies, but yes.
But when they got some chunk, it's good. I'm on a juice cleanse this week. I'm doing a 3-day, and yesterday was my first day, and I worked at the travel agency, went and saw Trip, and then came back home. Why is this taking 8 years to open? And I was like dead tired. I think my body was just like, what are
flushing it
you
all
doing
out.
to
Yeah.
me? I took a 2-hour nap.
Whoa.
And I don't
you and
nap.
naps.
I know.
Whoa. After you went and saw?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I slept from 4 to 6.
Wow. And then still went to bed, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to bed at like 11. I slept fine. I mean, I slept good.
Yeah.
Cole called me. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, I was in another world. I was so tired.
Did you and Elsa have fun in Fargo, though?
Yeah.
Did
we had
she
a good
find
time.
a dress or anything?
No. She tried one on, but I just didn't think it was like formal enough. And then she was like, let's just wait and shop with mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. So
That'll be fun for you guys to do that together.
got my brows done.
Oh, nice.
Went to Sephora, spent too much money.
Classic. Sephora, get you.
All the good things.
Yes.
No, it was fun.
Nice. You
Saw
guys
my
got
aunt.
to see your aunt, yeah.
Went to Costco with my cousin.
Oh, yeah?
I'll have to show you. I have started posting some of my TikToks to my actual business page,
I saw one
but
today.
the Costco haul did not make the cut, so I'll show you that on TikTok.
Okay. Sounds good.
I just hand Olivia my phone. I'm like, here, you can binge TikTok for 5 minutes.
Let me soak it all in, see how much I can get. No, that's good. Yeah. I don't really feel like I have any crazy life updates. Just momming.
Mom life.
Yeah, don't have Grant today. He's out at the lake because it's a Wednesday.
That's kind of a fun little routine.
Yeah, and it was so nice today that he could like play outside and stuff.
It's been beautiful.
He was loving it. My mom bought this little bed that like think it like folds into a chair. I don't know. It looks like a giant dog bed, but it's for the grandkids and it goes at the end of her bed. And so today was the first day that he like napped in it. It was really cute. I'll have to
Is it like a cot kind of? Like a
It's
folding?
like a here, I'll show you a picture of it because she sent me a picture of him and my dad napping in it.
Oh.
But she's been wanting to get one for a while. One of her friends has a bunch of them in her room for her grandkids. It's literally like it looks like a giant dog bed.
It does.
If you're watching on YouTube, then I remember I'll insert the picture on the screen so you can see.
That's funny.
Yeah. So he napped
It
in
looks
that today.
cozy.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
I mean, my dad's passed out. So
Was he actually sleeping?
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, Mom said Grant was only wanting Papa John today, which is usually he's big Grana boy.
Okay.
Like, yeah. But
It's funny how they like want a certain
flows.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Should we
Shall we?
start our
Yes.
nice little bowl? We should actually buy a fish bowl for these episodes. Make it a thing. Okay, I'll go first. I'm going to try to mix them up because I think all of mine are on the top.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the longest you've gone without showering? Oh. I'm trying to think. So, like, hair shower and body shower, 2 different things.
Yeah. But how long have you ever... Because I've gone a long time without washing my hair, but still showering.
Right. Like...
But, like, have you ever gone a long time without actually showering?
I think the longest I've probably ever gone would be, like, 4 days.
Yeah,
I don't think I've
would have
gone
been if I
longer
was,
than
like,
that.
on a mission trip or a child.
Yeah.
Like, 2 days as an adult is the max I've gone.
Yeah. I feel like anything over 4, you're like, I'm gross.
Yeah, you feel gross.
Cole would be mortified listening to this because he showers, like, once a day
Okay, what's the longest
religiously.
you've ever gone without washing your hair?
Oh, probably for sure, like, 7-8 days.
Yeah. I was going to say, probably the longest I've gone is 6.
I think I've tried one time because I was like really trying to train my hair a couple years ago, which I'm kind of reverting back on that because I'm like, maybe it's not that, like, you know how for so long they told you like you're washing your hair too much, you're washing your hair too much.
Yeah.
And so I'd go like, I used to do like a week.
Between washes.
Yeah. And then I kind of backed it down to like, I do 2 a week. But part of me is like, maybe certain hair type, I think certain hair types can benefit from different things.
Yeah.
Maybe my hair type, I should shower more often.
Maybe.
I don't know. Just a thought. I'm trying to, as you guys know, I'm always on a hair journey of how to grow healthy hair. So I'll keep you posted. I've been trying to do more like every 3 days wash it. Especially when I'm doing like hot yoga classes because then it's just like gross.
Yeah. But you also oil your hair a lot, which I feel like is a good use of
do.
in between time. Okay. This has to do with JC's latest reel that she shared / TikTok. Is honey a healthy sugar? I'd say it's a natural sugar, so yeah.
Yeah.
And honey's so good for you. Your mom said that, like, if you could survive off of honey if you had
Yeah,
to or
honey
whatever.
is very good for you.
I mean, obviously,
I
raw,
think
good
right.
honey.
I just think that I'm trying to like when I get coffee now, I get honey lattes so that
Did you
I'm
ask
not.
Caribou? Is it?
I think they are using actual honey.
Actual honey. Okay. Nice.
But check with your local because like Starbucks doesn't.
No.
I think they use syrup,
Gotcha.
like a pump.
Yeah. Artificial, natural.
I don't know. Do you
flavors.
think it's healthy?
honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose if you're trying to
I mean,
actually be sugar free,
Yeah.
it would not be
It depends. I mean, it's not low calorie. I'll say.
true.
But if you're just trying to swap out, it's better for your body. It actually
Than
has
like
nutrients in
processed
it.
sugar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, yeah, I'd say yeah.
Okay. Oh, I wrote this just because I wanted to talk about it. Olivia sent me a reel, and it was talking about like, as a lawyer, these are products I wouldn't buy because of potential lawsuits. The chocolate protein powder had me spiraling.
Oh no. Do you have it?
Yes, I don't have the exact one she was talking about, but I have bought like organic plant-based chocolate protein powder before.
The scary thing about it was she was saying that they are, so like Casey said, the organic or plant-based apparently have more heavy metals in them.
Yeah.
So then there's more like lawsuits against them because
Like
of people
tons,
getting sick
like
and
10 times the heavy metals that are in like the non-organic kinds.
Which is insane. How does that happen?
I don't
Why
understand
does
if
that
there's
happen?
just no testing on it or like what's
yeah,
going
or
on.
if it's less. Yeah.
But it also was specifically the plant protein, and I had been using, actually, right now I have a chocolate plant protein that I just bought. But the one before that I tried, it was a chocolate whey protein, but it was like grass-fed. Like it was a very clean chocolate protein, but it was not organic and it was not plant-based.
Okay, so then
So maybe I should just go back to that one. Or they said stick with vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla has a lot less issues, which is so interesting.
I know. I don't understand any of
yeah.
that. Or like they even say like cinnamon. Like you should be really careful where you're buying your cinnamon.
It's like a certain type. There's 2 different types of cinnamon or something, and there's a specific one that's healthy for you. I saved our.
It's like Ciron cinnamon or
yeah, because
it's
if you eat
something.
too much of the other kind of cinnamon, it can actually make you sick.
Yeah, and it has like a lot of heavy metals in it, they say.
You actually, all of your spices, you should check and you should buy organic where you can. Or,
I am so over this.
I know, right? Like in America, they literally are poisoning us.
We can't just have freaking healthy spices on the racks. Like, I'm over it.
Why the heavy metals? Why all the things? Like,
I know. I think it's something to do with the grinding process, and it's what they're grinding it with, and then that leaches into the product.
Oh.
So like when you're grinding cocoa beans, it's harder to grind, so you have to use heavier metals, and then that leaches into your food.
Same way that plastic leaches. It's so crazy. It does make me. I have been meaning to get different cinnamon.
I buy organic cinnamon, but I don't even know if that's helping anything at this point.
Well, you just have to look at the back and see which type of cinnamon it is.
Right.
It might be fine.
But like regardless, it could have heavy metals. That's what's irritating.
Yeah, I know. And there's no way to like test.
I need to buy a home tester.
I have a tester for like cookware and stuff. Like I can test products, but I can't test food.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I should bring my pans over.
Test them. It's a little swab. Okay, what is your fave sweet treat? That confused me for a second.
I don't know, those Rice Krispie bars that you just made smelled pretty good when I walked in while I'm on a juice cleanse.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I was at the office at the travel agency yesterday, and most time people just like bring in their own food. And no, yesterday they all, like a bunch of them went to Dairy Queen. And so I'm sitting over there drinking my juices, just smelling like delicious fried fruit.
At least Dairy Queen's not like that tempting of a,
no.
But it's probably smelled really good.
Yeah, it smelled really good.
And I hear the one in Groton is like really nice.
That's the best Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite sweet treat.
I went to Crave today, and that was my first time. Like, I've gone.
Oh, yeah.
But I was in my first trimester when I went with you, so I didn't get anything. But I got a crepe today, and it was very delicious. Also, all of their like bakery items looked so fantastic. I wanted to get one as well. And then their coffee was very good.
Yeah.
And it just feels so nice in there, and like
overall, it's
like
very, very good food, good vibes, good atmosphere. Yeah.
And really not that expensive.
I'm glad you got to have a crepe. Which one did you get?
I got it was called the Zurich. It was strawberries and chocolate. Oh, yeah. And
I can't wait to be in Zurich eating chocolate.
Yeah. It was a lot of chocolate in there. I wasn't expecting that much, but it was very good. And also their whipped cream is like homemade. Mm-hmm. It's thick, and it was delicious.
Yum. Yes. Now that you have me thinking about crepes, I was thinking about waffles. I made a really good, like on, I can't remember what day it was, Saturday, I made waffles, and I like fried an egg and then made like an egg sandwich with the waffles.
Oh, nice.
So good. I mean, the egg was still a little gooey.
Do you remember when we did that? We bought stuff to do that for
at Mariah's wedding.
For our breakfasts at
Those
our Airbnb.
Those are so good.
Yeah.
I still remember them.
Yeah. They were really good.
Yeah, so I'll just go with my favorite sweet treat. I don't know, probably like a blonde brownie or a chocolate brownie or something.
That's good. I'd say like my favorite go-to is probably a really good chocolate chip cookie.
Yum. I made those blonde brownies that I was telling you about, that recipe.
Yeah.
They were pretty good gluten-free. They were a little different. Like you could tell the flour just a little different how it mixed together, but they're really good.
I made some like chocolate chip brownies the other day because I saw a recipe, and it was peanut butter, chickpeas, maple syrup. I think
so it was like a cleaner
and almond
one.
Flour.
Oh,
yeah. And then I put dark chocolate chips in it because it called for chocolate chips.
That would be good.
Yeah, Grant liked it, and I was like, chickpeas,
protein,
it's fine. Peanut butter,
obviously healthy.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, if you won the lottery, what's the first thing you'd do?
Adam and I have been joking about this for like I wouldn't tell anyone. I would tell people if I won the lottery.
Oh yeah, like
but
I wouldn't tell anyone.
Signs. But I got a massage for my birthday / Valentine's Day, and I got it on Valentine's Day, and I told Adam, I was like, I just wanted. She was like, do you want to book your next one? And I was like, I can't afford to. But I was like, I would if I won the lottery. I'd be coming every month to get a massage.
You'd be at my house weekly.
Yeah, and I was like, we'd have a private masseuse.
Oh,
no, I wouldn't go that far, but
how much money are we talking here?
Like in the millions, like a big old grand prize lottery, not like like Adam watched a video.
Like you win the Powerball.
Yeah.
Like 18 billion or
billion.
18. Remember the one time I had that dream that I did win the lottery? Did I tell you about this?
I don't know.
And I'd like won the lottery, and I was already so stressed about how much they were going to take out for taxes.
Oh.
But my goal was that I was going to buy an entire horse farm so that my horse mister could retire there and have his own like
so specific.
I know. It was like wildly in depth of how far I was going to, like what I was going to do with these lottery winnings. But the lottery machine, it was like a gaming one, and it was in my dad's barn. And I was like, Dad, I just won like 2 trillion.
Oh my.
And then I was like, that means like 1.1 trillion is gonna have to go to taxes. And he's like, I think you'll still be okay. And I was like, and then someone, I can't remember who I was telling this dream to, and they're like, JC, that is such a high number, like that could like make a dent in the national debt. And I was like, I didn't think about that. I wasn't going to use
You're
my
helping
earnings.
America, and you still have a ton of money.
Okay, I think I would definitely buy a home in either like Florida or Arizona.
Yeah, that would.
And then I would just like low key not tell anyone, and then I'd be like, "Hey, there's like a private jet waiting for you in Aberdeen. Why don't you go get on it and come visit me?"
They're like, JC, where are you? I'm at my home in Florida. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I feel like I would pay off all our medical debt, which is, it's not that much anymore. And our car loans, and then just
go incognito. Yeah, no one has to know.
Build a new house, all that stuff.
I also would go buy a house in Italy for like, you know how like they're paying, like they're letting people come in for like $1 to buy a house, but then you have to like renovate it.
Oh, no.
In Italy right now.
What, like a $1 visa or something? Or what do you mean, $1?
Like it's like €1 to buy the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you should go buy a couple of them.
Yeah, but you have to like renovate them to their standards.
Interesting.
And there's a lot of like
So they're trying to.
You have to.
They're sucking in Americans with that one.
They're trying to basically like all these like old villages. They're trying to upgrade them.
Yeah, they're trying to do that hometown renovation thing.
Yeah,
like that one.
But there's people that have been doing it.
Hey, you might as well if you're good at home renovation.
To.
Look at you, you're a pro now with your.
Wouldn't that be so fun?
It'd be crazy. I mean, if again you won the lottery and you had the funds to do it, and then it's an income property, essentially, because
I know that'd be so cool.
Depending on what village it's in, I guess if it's a tourist place,
I'd be living there.
You're like, I'm actually gonna live there and rent out my house.
They say that it's like if you are living in a city, or if you're living in a country that the U.S. dollar is higher than their dollar, it actually makes more sense to be like making your income in the United States but living somewhere else. So,
I mean,
just throwing that
something
out there.
to it.
Yeah.
We're all going to move to Italy.
Although the euro is higher than dollar, so that's not one of the places.
Yeah. So not
there. Sad day, sorry.
Okay. Wow, I keep getting yours and you keep getting mine. Okay. How much do you spend on food each week?
I say this, I'll give a preface. So tonight, Cole and I are doing like our marriage classes with John and Beth, and we have to make a like shopping list / like guess how much money we're gonna spend on stuff like in our first year of marriage. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to like think about it. Like I just spent $238 at Costco on, I don't think I needed any of the stuff. I mean, like maybe I needed some of it. I bought honey. honey. Like I got stuff that I'm gonna use and stuff, but like it's just so expensive to go grocery shopping.
Yeah, it's hard in the economy right now. Inflation is
like, do you do a weekly grocery haul, like order on Walmart, or do you just kind of order when you need stuff?
I order when we need stuff, which is pretty much, I mean, weekly, sometimes twice a week. And it's anywhere from like, so usually it's one order will be like over $100 and the next one's like 50 something. Okay. So I don't know, probably averages 150 to 200.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I'm obviously only ordering for one person, but Cole eats with me a lot, so then sometimes I feel like I am actually ordering for more than one person.
Yeah.
But I also get all of my beef free from my dad.
See, that's super nice. We get eggs free from,
and I get eggs free from my mom.
See,
so like my grocery
meat
bill
is a huge thing.
Yeah, I'd probably spend like maybe like 120 a month, like a week. But I also go weeks where I don't even order groceries. Sometimes. So it's like, I feel like that's, I don't know. I was just like, I'm trying to figure this out in my head, like to give a good.
I think if I'm ordering, like, sometimes I'll go through and I'll order a bunch of meat. I don't really like to get meat from Walmart. I try to go to like our Natural Abundance or Kessler's or whatever. I just feel like local has better meat.
Yeah.
I need to check out the economy meat market, but it sounds sketch. Anyways.
I've not been there.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's by Scooters. But if I'm ordering meat, it jacks up the bill quite a bit.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right.
Okay. Next question. If you could take a free 7-day trip, where are you going?
If we're talking about right now, I'm going to the beach somewhere.
Yeah.
Specifically probably Mexico because it's actually warm there. Like Florida might not be warm.
True. If you're trying to get to like warm temps,
yes,
you need to be like somewhere.
Or Hawaii. If it's free, maybe I'd go to Hawaii.
Hawaii would be a really good free trip.
Yeah.
Because that's expensive.
Yeah. In 7 days, it makes it worth the travel day. Like if you only had a short amount of time.
You could have a really nice 7-day vacation in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people will go for a little bit longer because of the flights, but 7 days would be good there. Yeah, I'm going to piggyback on that. If it's free, I'm probably, because I don't even know if I'd waste a free 7-day trip in Europe because you eat 2 of those days up just traveling.
Yeah.
So I'd probably also say either Hawaii or I would probably go to Cabo. I've been wanting to go to Cabo.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that would be like easy flights to get there.
Yeah. Wouldn't hardly take any time.
Nope. Just fly there really quick.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would you change and why? I wrote that, but I didn't even have anything in mind.
If I could change one thing about myself. On a like inside level, I would try to, like, if I could make myself less self-centered.
Right, wouldn't we all?
Like, I just, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so bad about, like, always just thinking about number one. Which I think is just natural.
Yeah.
But there are some people that's not, like, you're not as self-centered as I am.
I'm pretty self-centered.
Yeah, but you're much more, like, you are more in tune with, like, oh, I notice this about someone and, like, caring about them. I don't know. I just feel like that's something, if we're talking internally.
Yes.
That's what I would probably say. Or that I wouldn't interrupt people as much.
I'd probably change how much of a hypochondriac / anxious I am. Like, if I hear that someone else developed heart failure after pregnancy, I'm all of a sudden, like, worried that it's going to happen to me. You know, I don't want that.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah. But I mean, it's easy enough to tell myself, like, stop it, you're fine. Speak good things over.
Yeah, just, like, replace it with positive things. But, I mean, I get it. We all have things that we trip up on.
Now, if we're talking physical.
Yes.
I would change my nose. It's so long. And has a bump in it. But it doesn't really bug me anymore. It used to bug me a lot.
Maybe if the podcast starts popping off, we could both get nose jobs.
My mom used to say that if I ever, because she wanted a nose job so bad when she was a kid, that if I ever wanted one, she would support me. But I actually, when we first moved here, since I, like, didn't know anyone or whatever, I was like, this would be the perfect time. And so I saw, like, the plastic surgeon, and he was like, I would just remove this bump and take it down a little bit. And I was like, it doesn't even look changed.
Yeah.
He was like, he wouldn't do anything more drastic than that because it would change my face too much.
He didn't want to go too deep on the cosmetic side, basically.
Which, good for him. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
But I was like, I'm not going to spend $5,000 for, like, to me, no change.
Right. I think there's definitely been times in my life where I know I can afford a rhinoplasty.
Yeah.
The thought of going under the knife every time changes it for me.
Yeah, no,
because my nose is crooked after my, like, softball incident. And so it's like,
I think you're probably the only one who really notices it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're our own worst critics.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm like, oh, maybe I should just... But then I'm like, no. I'm going to wait for something catastrophic to happen to my face, and they'll be like, fine, fix it.
Yeah.
I don't want anything catastrophic to happen to
okay,
my
fine,
face.
fix it. No. We wish all the best things. I think that is it. We did them all.
Yay! All the
and
little
we
questions.
did it before our camera cut off on the YouTube side.
Yes!
So yay! Thank you guys so much for listening and for watching. We wish you all the best.
Yes. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for listening. Keep sending the podcast to your friends and family so that it makes us enough money so that Olivia and I can get nose jobs together.
Yes. And so that we can have this podcast is a Dear Media presentation
yes.
at the beginning of ours. All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Bye.